Good morning. It's good to be with you this morning. Starting just a minute or two early. Want to let you all know that Don Sucro is in the VA hospital and is being treated right now. We're not sure just all the problems, but he had 4 bypasses here not long ago, and we just want to keep him and Mary in prayer. God's going to do a miracle. We believe that. He's already feeling better. They took him in last night. So just kind of keep an eye on what's going on there and keep him in prayer. This is Memorial Day. I just took our flag outside and hung it on the side post that we have on our front porch. And it is a day that we remember those who have stood in the test in time to keep our freedoms. Those that gave the ultimate sacrifice. And I know there are many that are probably praying for the families that have lost loved ones and praying for those soldiers that are right now serving in our armed forces. So we want to keep them in mind today as this day goes forward. Speaking of prayer, I walked outside a couple 3 days ago after it had rained real hard. Temperatures had come up, and it produced quite a fog. It was kind of hard to see through that fog, even driving up to the church until I got to a couple of places there where it was gone. But anyway, there's a little devotional that R.E. Clark has written in Glasses of the Grass. It's called In the Fog, and I'd like to share it with you. It said, I'd rather work than pray, because prayer is a lot of work. The religious folks of Jesus' day prayed pompous, proud, protracted prayers in public forums. They were known for their loudness. They did not know the Lord who answered the prayer. Here is some prayer instructions coming from Matthew 6:6. But you, when you pray, go into your room, and when you have shut your door, pray to your Father who is in secret place, and your Father who sees in secret will reward you openly. George Mueller was a prayer warrior extraordinaire. This story tells just one of the testimonies of his prayer life. Mueller was traveling across the Atlantic in a steamer when a very dense fog forbade all possible progress. Mr. Mueller approached the captain and said, I have come to tell you that I must be in Quebec on Saturday afternoon. It's impossible, the captain replied. Very well. If your ship can't take me, God will find some other means of locomotion to take me. I have never broken an engagement in 57 years, was the calm response of Mr. Mueller. Let us go down to the chart room and pray, he said. Mr. Mueller, said the captain, do you know how dense this fog is? No, he replied. My eye is not on the density of the fog, but on the living God, who controls every circumstance of my life. George Mueller then prayed a simple prayer, asking God to remove the fog in 5 minutes. The captain started to pray, but Mueller stopped him with these words. You need not pray because you do not believe that God will remove the fog, and I believe that he already has. Get up, Captain, and open the door, and you will find the fog is gone. Sure enough, the fog had lifted, and on Saturday afternoon, George Mueller was in Quebec. The power of prayer is real. It's strong. It's good for us to pray for one another, especially during these difficult times. It's good for us to pray to the Lord to protect us from these troubled issues. It's good to pray when we are in circumstances that we don't have any control over. I know a lot of people say, well, does prayer really work? Yes, prayer works. We have to trust in the living God. We have to believe that Jesus told us the truth. He told us that wherever 2 or more are gathered together, there shall I be. He told us to ask and to seek and to knock. We will be answered. I believe prayer is a powerful, powerful agent in our Christian life. The problem is, we're many times afraid to use it or just don't think it works. Prayer works. Have a great Memorial Day with your family, with your friends as they gather. Love one another and give thanks to the Lord for your circumstances as they are now. They could be worse. God bless you. Have a great day.